Hello everyone, welcome to my Kael'thas analysis video. I'm going to be going over game 2 of our first set against Maelstrom in the BlizzCon qualifiers in June. So we're on black hearts, and let's get started. And I'm going to be mainly just focusing on me playing the Kael'thas here. So this game we wanted me to go bottom because we see that Maelstrom has Illidan, and most likely they're going to send Illidan bottom, and Kael'thas can actually win against Illidan pretty hard by just using his W over and over again. Just anytime you see a character, you get a free W on them, you just go for it. And you want to make sure you never use your W when it's not traded, because then it's just on a 10-second cooldown and you spent mana on it. So if there's nobody on Maelstrom's team, then all I have to do is just spam W over and over and over again, and I just keep doing it until I get ganked basically. And he's in a position where it's he can't even trade with me, so there's just really no reason to not spam W. Here we knew that they're gonna get the top chest most likely, so we just had Jeff come bottom for the free coins down there. They're a little bit too late on the rotation. And we skirmished a little bit, so now everyone should, the Zeratul Brightwing should leave, and leave me back to soloing again. And it's basically back to the same old thing, just spam W and Illidan. And if you have allies near you, you can just go really ham, just no matter what, because if you get ganked or whatever, then you have backup. And they'll most likely be harassed. So fighting for them is not going to do anything. So they switched out Illidan for Falstad, but the story stays the same. We had a really good gank there. He shouldn't have gone there though. He should have just went to his gate. Since he went up there and Zeratul was there, that was a pretty easy kill. So now they're losing XP, as far as I know, because I was just there. And if I wanted to, I could check there, but I think Uther and Jaina are there, because I saw Uther right here in the minimap, and we haven't seen Jaina in forever. So I have to be really careful, because out of our whole team, I'm the easiest gank target. So I just saw Illidan posted here. See, Jaina was right there the whole time. So my intuition was correct. So now I know that Illidan's probably going to go over here and do Mercs. And I still don't know where Jaina is, and she just popped up here. So she's most likely still in this lane. And I think she's down here, so if I stay up here, it's going to be a lot harder for her to get a gank off. And yeah, unfortunately, in the game, I guess I didn't think that, because I just got ganker reading. I think this happens a lot this game, where they're just sitting in this bush, and it's hard for me to really do anything. Let's see here. Let's speed up until I get back into lane. And that's on the replay I'm just using for our vision, because that way I can easily explain what's going on. Right there was like a standard Kael'thas combo where you W with your trait, you stun, Q, and then do another W, and it is a lot of damage early game if you can pull it off. So we just want to clear the giants, and we did that. Since Tass is with me, we can be pretty aggressive and just push. Okay, now we see 3 of them. We just try to get out. Try to dodge the stun. Didn't dodge the stun. I think I died here. But they have 4 bottom, so this is actually fine. And if you know you're going to be dead, just try to distract them for as long as possible, which is what I tried to do here. Because the longer I distract them, the longer it takes to kill me and for them to get XP. Alright, well, I'm dead again, speed that up. Whee! Okay. So they still have 4 bottom. I forget exactly what's going on in the comms here. Since Tass died, I need to go bottom to soak again. It should be pretty easy to do because we still have gates and stuff. So we see this still has 4 bottom, they're on our coins. I just want to keep soaking, play as safe as possible. Which I haven't done that good of a job yet because I died twice, but you know, yellow swaggeroni, why not? So same story here, they still have almost everyone bottom. I think we're looking to turn in here. So I'm trying to hover between bottom. Right now I'm just going behind them because I know they can't really turn on me if I just stay at range because they have to worry about my whole team over here. And then I reposition. Well, I go. I don't even know what I'm doing. Okay. So I just stay over here because if I need to go get bottom XP, that's the quickest route. And we get the turn in. So we're about to hit 10. I'm using my abilities on the structures right now. Then I notice my team needs help, so I go over there. Bada boom, bada bing, that's a turret. Once you get to about level 9 or 10, you can start using your Q and waves, because then it's actually effective. You can usually have the main region to keep it up. And once you hit 10, if you can, you know, always use your Phoenix on structures if it's for free, because it's only a 40-second cooldown. And you're not going to lose the team fight because you don't have Phoenix, usually. So here I'm just trying to scout out and stop turning. I see Ether turning in with 4, so I need to stop him, but I figured that, yeah, Jaina was somewhere over here, but it turns out she's just waiting right here. And unfortunately, they caught us out doing that. I think they were telling me to just stop turning at like no matter what cost, and they didn't realize that like I would die doing that just because Jaina's done it. So that's what happens, unfortunately. Alright. So I don't have the greatest early game so far. I've had 3 deaths, but for what they've gotten out of the deaths, it's not been like free or anything. They've had to sacrifice a lot to do it. And that's fine. Kael'thas is probably one of the easiest heroes to kill. So the harder you make it, the better. It's like dying early game is really not a big deal. Alright, so they're trying to contest our pirate coins. We punish that. And there's not really for me, there's not much for me to do there, just use my abilities, nothing too special, just follow up with everybody else. I didn't really do much there. Once you get to like level 12, 13, you're literally waiting just to hit 16 until you become really powerful. So that's what I was talking about, just use Phoenix on the fort. It does a lot of damage. Did like probably 2,000 damage, I think. Let's see. Yeah, I think it does about 2k damage if it just sits there the whole time hitting it. So we're back to just running around the map. A bunch of objectives up. We're taking knights and giants. I think we're about to start grouping here. So let's see, let's wake this up a bit. Alright, what's going on here? So they're fighting us. I'm a little late to the party, but I get 1 Q out, then I try to kite back as much as possible. Their team is really hard to play against because the Illidan and Mirrodin, if they get on me, I basically have no way to get out. And that's what happens in this fight. You see, it's like, I use 1 Q on the fight and then I get caught up because of the Illidan metamorphosis. But unfortunately, I think fortunately, that's the last death I have this game, so good news for you guys. Because after that I realized just how easy it is to get caught out by that Illidan and Mirrodin, and I just stay really far back and don't try to be aggressive at all. I've been doing a bad job of like trying to speed up. Alright, so we start doing boss. Nothing special here. Use your W with the T. You want to make sure you don't use your big cooldowns either on the buff, because if they come to if the enemy comes to contest, you want to be able to use your cooldowns. But I used Phoenix because we knew that they were going to contest because we saw them all over the map. And Phoenix, as the same as it does to forts, it does a lot of damage to boss. So if you know it's a free boss, just go ahead and use Phoenix, and it'll really speed that up. So we're half level from 16. So we really want to wait until we get 16 to fight. I used Q there to check if they're turning in, but as you can see, they're over here. So, but they could have had one person turning in there. We didn't know about it. So we know we're right there, clearing up bottom. 16 is so important that we just let them have turn in there because that's just how big of a power spike we have once Kael'thas hits 16. That we're willing to just give that up. So hit 16, I become a god. Speeding up. So now we're just looking for like a good team fight with Kael'thas Q. I'm looking to turn in here. There's some poke. That's your job once you're 16, is to poke, poke, poke. The more you poke, the better you are. The better you are, the more damage you deal. The more damage you deal, the sexier you feel. Right?
Right.
I think they didn't have enough coins there. Yeah, they didn't have enough coins there to turn in, so it didn't really matter. They were just stopping us from turning in. Sort of waiting for a team fight. I kind of forget when that actually happens. So forgive me on that. Alright, let's see if something happens here. Nope. Just waiting. And as you can see, like, even when just walking around the map, I'm staying really far back. Like, I do not want to get caught out at all. You always want your team in front of you as Kael'thas. Because if you don't, you can really get easily caught out. So if you see a few of them over here, so we're going to try to turn in. You can see I'm still staying really far back. He leaves my Q, but that's fine. So this is like the dream for Kael'thas here because everyone on the team is in front of me, and I can just sit back and spam Qs. But I need to be careful right there because I'm not sure if someone can punch me. But over here, I'm for sure safe. I can just use Qs. So here's where Zuna kind of body blocks me a little bit, but that's fine. See, no matter how bad the fight goes, as long as Kael'thas is alive, then it doesn't matter because as long as he's alive, like, you just spam Q, you can always win the team fight. Like, he could 1v4 if he doesn't get caught out at all, just because he's alive. That's pretty much what happens this fight, is we kind of lose it early on, but just because I'm, like, fully alive, we can easily win it. I would have actually cut out the Jane into there too if her water Ellie wasn't alive. Living Bomb, by the way, is really good against pirate chests. So make sure to use that when you're taking a chest. Alright, let's see here. Just one thing, I don't think I said this publicly. It was like, I said Kael'thas' worst map is Blackhearts, just because most of the time you're going to be fighting over the pirate camp, or I mean the turn-in. And as you can see, there's like nowhere to run if you get caught out in a fight. And that's why it's so bad for Kael'thas. It's like, you know, if we were fighting right here, I'd be able to just stand behind the gate and be safe. But since it's so far away from anything near the turn-in point, like, you have to be really, really careful with your positioning as Kael'thas. Alright, let's see what we do here. We have a bunch of coins, so we're just going to try to turn in. see them. I get really caught out, or yeah, split up here. Just because half our team went bottom and half our team went top. We don't want anything to do with them, so I'm just going around. We're really close to 20. I'm going to get this top XP. But also, top keep's really low, so I was like, oh, hey guys, I can go Phoenix that real quick, and that top keep will die. But after they were here, we didn't know where they were, so I didn't want to like get caught out up here and die. Because the late game death is really, really bad for us. Yeah, it's like, if I just go over there, pop Phoenix, walk out, like, that's a free keep. It's just I never got the opportunity to do that this game. So here we have Zeratul trying to turn it over here, so we're gonna try to bait boss so that it's either we get a free turn in or we get like our free boss. I know I'm fine saying that because I said that right after the tournament. And here's like the best spot to stand for me just because that's where the vision is. Because getting flanked as Kael'thas is one of the worst things ever. So you just want to stay in the spots where you know the enemy is at. And standing here is like one of the worst things you can do too, because you can just get collapsed on it. It's terrible. I get a good kill on Jaina here. We force her bolts. And don't worry about using your Q only for like heroes. Make sure you use it to clear out stuff as well. It's only a 7-second cooldown. It's not a big deal to use it on minions. Unless you know the enemy is like literally right next to you. So we start boss. We know where they are for the most part. All over here, so it's safe for me to stand right here for now. But as soon as I see them walk up, I get out of that spot because it's just a horrible spot to fight at if you don't have like a good escape. And I have bolt at this point, but you don't want to use bolt on stupid things. You gotta save it for the clutch opportunities. So right now I'm just acting like as a bodyguard poker. You see them behind us, so I move down. And here we see the 3 DPS over here, so this is actually a good spot for me because I know they're not going to flank over here. We actually fight so often at this point, like I think this is the 3rd time that I've been over here fighting. And that's a good spot because it's really tough for them to move through this point and like this point to get to me. So that's really good. Yeah, as you can see, like that was one Kael'thas Q. And that was enough to like take down Uther and then like pressure Mirrodin a lot, make him blow his avatar and his 16 passive. So actually there, I moved up a little too far, but it's still fine because Ilden couldn't have gone on me. So they wouldn't have done anything. As soon as I see that I'm in danger, I just bolt out. Like, I don't even see any abilities or anything. I just know that I'm like too close to the enemy, so that if they wanted to do anything to me, like they would be able to. So I just really bolt out and look for another Q on these 3 low health targets. This is dangerous Ilden. If I didn't have my stun there, I was gonna die. I almost die anyways, but like I said, once I made it to our structures, that was fun. So if that fight lasted about like 4 or 5 seconds longer, we would have probably won it, just because I would have gotten another Q off. But unfortunately, the Ilden mayhem happened, and we weren't able to do that. But so far late game, I played Kael'thas really, really well just because my positioning was just safe. Like I said, if you're alive as Kael'thas, like you can win the game just because you're alive. So not dying is basically more important than doing damage. Just because if you're alive, you have the potential to do damage. So in solo queue, don't go ham ever. You stay safe. You play like the most pussiest person you've ever met in your life. Just always play safe. I don't think an actual team fight happens. I think this is where they go take boss and we just backdoor. Keep bottom wave Victor out. Phoenix. Just pop Phoenix whenever. Like, it's 40 second cooldown. It might as well be a basic ability. Like I said earlier, you'll never ever lose a team fight because you didn't have Phoenix. You'll lose a team fight if you either die or like you never hit anything with Q. So yeah, that's about it for this game. We just go to the core and end it. Yeah, this is one of my first analysis videos, so it probably was pretty bad. So just leave some feedback. And yeah, leave some feedback. Thanks for watching. Shout out to our sponsors. Twitch, Namecheap, and G2A. And hopefully I get a lot better at it, because I don't think that was very good, but yeah. But hey, we won, that's all that matters, right? Alright, so I'll see you guys later. And once again, thanks for watching.